Hi everyone, welcome to the next video. This video will be on partnership. We'll be taking up questions around partnership, 4-5 questions, explaining the concepts to you. Also understand that partnership is nothing but just an extended form of ratios. So if you have understood ratios, you can also understand partnership carefully. Okay, let's understand this carefully. First, let's understand a concept. In partnership involving multiple people, whether there are two people or more than two people, always remember profit or loss is always divided into time period into investment. That means for how much time has the money been invested and how much is the actual investment. See, in real life, when people have partnership, there are a lot of other things which can get involved. How much time do you put in the business and so on? Who brings what intellect? All those things will happen. But here in mathematics, we're going to do a very simple thing. Profit or loss is divided into time period into investment. So let's take a couple of questions related to that and we'll understand this concept. So the first one, A and B invested rupees 1500 and 2000 respectively in a firm. So they have taken 1500 and 2000 and they put it in a firm. They started a business. After 4 months, they admit C, who contributes 2250. So there are 3 people in all. Okay. B withdraws his contribution after 9 months. So B was there in the business only for 9 months. What will be B's share if the profit at the end of the year was 18,000 rupees? So let's understand 3 people, A, B and C. A has invested 1500 rupees and nothing about A has been told. That means A did not leave the business at all. So A was there for the full 12 months. B has invested 2000 rupees but is there in the business for only 9 months. C joined 4 months late. That means C invested 2250 but was there in the business only for 8 months. And this is the ratio we need to find to divide 18,000 into. So 1500 into 12, ratio 2000 into 9, ratio 2250 into 8. So a lot of things will cut. Pay attention very carefully. So first of all, if I divide by 10, 10 will cut. Then I can see all of these go with 25 directly. So let's divide directly with 25. 25 6 25 8 and 25 9 And at this moment, I thought just let me multiply. The numbers are not very big. So this was 72. This was also 72 and this was also 72. So actually, even though they were all at different time periods in the business, but because the investment was in such a ratio that everything came out to be 1:1:1. That means what does B's share become? The way we have learned in ratio proportion, B's share will be 1/3 of the total profit, which is 18,000 rupees. So B, because 1 out of 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 6,000 rupees. Now understand this 1:1:1 was just a coincidence. It is not necessary that every time it will come the same. Let's see the next question. Raj contributes 1/4 of the capital for 1/4 of the time. Okay, so whatever capital requirement is there in the business, Raj puts 1/4 of that, but for 1/4 of the time. Karan contributes 1/5 of the capital for half of the time. And Samir contributes the remaining capital for the whole time. Calculate the ratio in which the profit will be shared. Let's look at the capitals. Capital mein there is 1/4 and 1/5. So if I say the capital ka requirement was say 20 rupees. You can take 20,000 also, but keep numbers small, it will be easy. Suppose if capital ka requirement was 20, Raj contributes 1/4. So Raj ka investment 1/4 of 20, so 5 rupees. And I'll come to time period later. Karan ka investment 1/5 of 20 will be 4 rupees. And Samir contributes the balance. So Samir will contribute 11 rupees because 20 was needed, 5 and 4 was 9. So remaining will be 11. Now, let's go ahead further. Now let's look at the time period. For time period, there is 1 time 1/4 and then there is half, 1/2. So I could take the whole time period as 4 months also easily because both of them are divisible by 4. So let the total time period be 4 months. Suppose that means the whole business was there only for 4 months. So Raj contributes 1/4 of the capital for 1/4 of the time. What is 1/4 of 4 months? Only 1 month. Karan contributes 1/5 of the capital for half of the time. What is half of 4? 2 months, while Samir contributes the remaining capital for the whole time. That means Samir was there for the whole time. 4. Calculate the ratio in which the profit will be shared. So Raj will get 5 ones are 5, 4 twos are 8, and 11 fours are 44. Nothing is cutting. So this itself will be the answer. They have not given any profit amount and they've not told us to calculate. They've asked us to find the ratio. Understand, Samir contributes a lot more money, and also Samir is there for a lot more time. So clearly his profit is also much higher. So the ratio is 5:8:44. Remember, you just can't cut these two ratios. I'm sure you've done that in the chapter of ratio proportion, that you can't just cut these two ratios. And this is your final answer. Let's have a look at the next question. X began a business with rupees 900. Then after a few months, Y joined him with a capital of rupees 600. In the end, the profit was distributed in the ratio of 2:1. After how long did Y join the business? So X with 900 was there for the whole year. That was 12 months. And Y joined him with a capital of 600 after, say, X months, because we want to find X. So Y was there for 600 for 12 minus X months, because he has joined after X months. And the ratio in which the profit got distributed was 2:1. That means this upon this was 2:1. So 900 into 12 upon 600 into 12 minus X is 2:1. 0, 0 cuts out. 6 ones are 6 twos are cuts out. 2 ones are 2 ones are cuts out. So we've got everything cut on this side. Just cross multiply. We are left with 9 is equal to 12 minus X, which means X is equal to 12 minus 9, 3 months. That means Y joined the business after 3 months. So see, if you just check the whole question, X was there with 900 rupees for 12 months. So 12 nines is 108, 0, 0. And Y was there with 600 rupees for 9 months, because he joined 3 months late, which is 5,400. And can you see this ratio is exactly 2:1? And that is what the question was solved. Let's go and have a look at the next question. The next question tells us Mamta and Raj enter into a partnership with the capital in the ratio of 5:7 respectively. After 3 months, Mamta withdraws 1/5 of her capital and Raj withdraws half of his capital. So they had started with 5:7. Then said Mamta has withdrawn 1/5. So 1/5 of 5 is an easy number. But half of 7 will give me decimal. So why struggle with that? Let's start by saying Mamta has invested, say, 10 rupees. Therefore, Raj has invested 14 rupees. Now, let's read what they said. Mamta withdraws 1/5 of her capital after 3 months. That means this 10 rupees is there in the business only for 3 months. And then 1/5 is withdrawn. That means 1/5 of 10 is 2 rupees is withdrawn. That means the balance is 8 rupees. So this is how we do when you have balance amounts. So there should be a plus with another. And this 8 will be for the remaining part of the year. That means 9 more months. Raj at the same time withdraws half of his capital. So his money also was there for only 3 months, 14. Half he withdraws. That means he will now have 7 for the remaining 9 months. Let's solve this out. Now don't cut over here because there is an addition. 30 plus 72 will become 102. And 42 plus 63 will become 105. Right? So this is the ratio in which the division will happen. And the amount to be divided was 621. So Mamta's share will become 102 upon the addition of these two, which will become 207 into 621. 207 3s is 621. And therefore, this will become 306. 306 will be Mamta's share. So basically, this question was made to teach you this part, that how do you do the addition? And when there is addition, before addition, don't cut. Okay? Let's have a look at the next question. The next question is slightly longer one. 3 friends XYZ started a partnership business by investing money in the ratio 5:4:2. The business ran for a total of 18 months. After 9 months, X withdrew half of his capital. So from 5 years, withdrawn half. And at the same time, Y invested an amount equal amount of money into the business. So whatever X withdrew, Y put into the business. This all happened after 9 months. And the total profit at the end of 18 months was 22,000. Find the share of X in the profit. Good question. Only thing, because of the half, X withdrew half of his capital, half of 5 will be a decimal. So instead of 542, I can make it 1084. So I'll start with X, Y, Z as 10, 8, and 4. Okay, Z, so there's nothing. Z remain in the business for 18 months, so I don't have to do anything about Z. It will remain as it is, 72. Now, X initially was, this amount was there for 9 months, and then he withdraws half. That means he withdraws 5 rupees, and the remaining 5 is there for 9 months. So 90 plus 45, which will be 135, will be X's share. Y keeps this 8 rupees for 9 months, and he then adds 5, because whatever X had to withdraw, Y adds. So Y will become 13 into 9. That will be 72 plus 117, or other ways, take a 9 common. 21 nines are 189. Okay. We can see it's a ratio. So 135 is to 189 is to 72. We can see all of them are divisible by 9. So let's divide by 9. 9 ones are, 9 fives are, 9 twos are, 9 ones are, and 9 eights are. We can't divide anything further. Whose profit if they ask? Find the share of X in the total profit. So we want X ka share 15. So X will be 15 out of how much? 15 plus 21 is 36. 36 plus 8 is 44. So X's share is 15 out of 44 from 22,000. 22 ones are, 22 twos are, 2 ones are, 2 500. So 15 fives are 75. So answer is 7,500 is share of X. Obviously, if you want to find share of Y, it will be 21 upon 44, and Z will be 8 upon 44. So the logic is again the same question which we did earlier, but here the question was just given differently. Whatever money X withdrew, that much exact money Y has added in the business. And that is why this question becomes very interesting. Yes, 9 could have been taken common earlier only, and 9 could have been cut earlier to make the calculations a little bit easy. But when you're understanding the concept, it is not so important about the calculation speed, but trying to understand the concept.